Hello, I Dr. Vijay Chandra Jadala welcomes you to VC Tech Education. Today I am going to discuss regarding the soil moisture sensor and interfacing with Nodemcu. The soil moisture sensor which you are seeing on the screen, this is the soil moisture sensor which we are going to interface with Nodemcu. Soil moisture sensor is the basically it will identify the water present in the soil. Soil moisture sensor basically identify the content of water which is present in the soil. This can be measured using soil moisture sensor, which consists of conducting probes. This is the soil moisture sensor which you are seeing. This is the probes. These are called as the probes, and this total thing is called as the soil moisture sensor. This is the with amplifier, proximeter and other devices, where this is the connecting device with the probes. These probes will be inserted into the soil so that the readings will be calculated. So here soil moisture is basically the content of water. It is used to identify the content of water present in the soil. This can be measured using the soil moisture sensor, which consists of two conducting probes that acts as a probe, and it is measures the moisture content in the soil. So the difference, the resistance between the water content in between these two probes will be calculated. The two probes are there in between, the resistance will be calculated. Based on that particular resistance, the moisture will be identified. So when the sensor is inserted into the water, the resistance will decrease and get better conductivity between the plates. So this is the experiment which is used to identify the moisture in the soil. This will help the farmer. It's mainly meant for the agriculture industry, where these sensors, this is a sample sensor, so original sensors will be inserted in the soil, and that reading will be identified when rain falls or the farmer kept the paddy. In it this sensor will be inserted, means if rain comes, the movement of the moisture increases, then that will be given the signal to the farmer through cloud. So we are interfacing not only Nodemcu with the soil moisture sensor, we are connecting to the cloud. We are using the ThinkSpeak cloud. In it, a small cluster we are using to store the data in the ThinkSpeak cloud. This is all about the introductory to the soil moisture sensor. This is the soil moisture sensor, where these are the probes. These are the probes. Output LED, this is the power LED, then VCC, AO, DO and ground. AO means analog output, DO means digital output, ground, VCC is meant for the power. So how we are connecting this to the Nodemcu board? This is the Nodemcu board. Here AO will be connected to the AO, then ground will be connected to the ground, then AC will be connected to the 3.3 volts. So here VCC will be connected to the 3.3 volts. So this is all about the connection between the sensor as well as Nodemcu. Then comes to the wiring connection. So Nodemcu moisture sensor is of two parts. One is the amplifier, another is the probes. These two will be connected through wires, and then comes to the on the amplifier circuit, where VCC will be connected to the 3.3 volts pin of Nodemcu, and ground will be connected to the ground, and analog pin will be connected to the AO pin, and Nodemcu totally will be, this Nodemcu will be connected to the this Nodemcu will be connected to the laptop using this USB port. So this is all about the Nodemcu introductory thing. Then comes to the programming software part, where we have to install the soil moisture drivers. So for that sake, what we have to do in Arduino IDE environment, go to Sketch. In Sketch, go to the library and select Manage Libraries. In it, search for the soil moisture. Once you get the library files regarding the soil moisture, install them. Then comes to the programming part. Here in the programming part, three parts are most important. One is the API key, which we will get from the ThinkSpeaks and cloud. Then comes the Wi-Fi name, which Wi-Fi we are using, that name, and password for that particular Wi-Fi. Then the server will be connected to the thinkspeak.com. Then AO will be sensor pin, and this is all the regarding the program. This program will be given in the description down. Then comes to the how the steps involved in creating the ThinkSpeak cloud. So ThinkSpeak cloud is for IoT projects. Select it is for free. Then go to the email. First, if I already the account is created, means you can directly give email and password. If account is not created, you have to go to the sign up procedure and you have to create the account. Then I am creating a new channel in total cloud. A small part of the cloud we are going to discuss, that is about the new channel. Here in the new channel, you have to write about the name of the particular channel. I am giving it as the soil moisture practical, Nodemcu practical. Okay, so soil moisture practical, like that I am giving. Then name soil moisture sensor practical, I given it as the name, and for the field 1 I am giving the soil moisture. And then you have to save this particular thing. Click on the save. Then comes to the you have to create that box will be created. Here you have to change that soil moisture name to the soil moisture. If it don't change also, there won't be any problem. Just for the understanding the concept I given there. Then after changing them, you have to go for API key. Select the API key there, copy it, right click and copy it, and this API key should use in the program. Now you go to the Arduino IDE. We have to go to the close this and go to the Arduino IDE. In Arduino IDE, in the program which I shown you there, you can verify it, but you have to change the API key. You have to change the API key. Okay, before going to verify, change the API key. 3 steps. One, you have to change the API, then you have to change the username of the Wi-Fi, then password. These 3 should be given. These are the most important concepts which you have to remember from the code. In the code, the changes which you have to do is these 3. These 3 are the basic terms which you are going to use to change. Okay, so after changing this, I am showing the practical session where I taken the sensor, that is the sensor, then amplifier which connected to the probes of the sensor, then Nodemcu is connected. This is a Nodemcu which is connected to the other end with the USB cable to the laptop. So this is the procedure how these probes will be inserted into the soil, that is totally dry soil, nothing is there, a little bit of water is also not there, that is totally a dry soil. Now you can see the program and click on the tick mark so that it will be executed. So the program is verified, the total program is verified. Now you click on the upload button, so that program will be uploaded into the Nodemcu board. Okay, it will verify. After verification, the next step is uploading. here on the screen I am pouring the water into the dry soil. The reading which previously shown is the straight line, so it is totally on 0. As I pour water in it, it will raise the content to up. The content will be raised to up. Okay, so that is the output. So once again I am showing the program and the output also. Water is poured into the dry soil. Once we pour the water into the dry soil in the cloud, it will give the readings. The graphical readings is showing. The straight line is there, that will change. The straight line will change to up. So this is all about the Nodemcu soil moisture sensor, usage of soil moisture sensor with Nodemcu. Those are the probes. This is the amplifier of the sensor, where you will have a proximeter and other circuits. These are connected to the Nodemcu board. Once it connects to the Nodemcu board, then through USB it will connect it to the laptop, and you are going to do the program in Arduino IDE and insert the probes into the wet soil, dry soil, totally dry soil. Insert the probes into totally dry soil and keep some water into the, see the graph, it's a straight line. Once you pour the water into the dry soil, once you pour the water into the dry soil, then the readings will be raised. You can observe the readings, it will be totally raised. Okay, so this is the graph which shows the output. Thanks a lot for watching this particular session. Hope you all understood well. It is about the interfacing soil moisture with the Nodemcu. Thanks a lot for watching. Continue watching. If you have any doubts, please give it in the comment box and it will be cleared. Thanks one and all from VC Tech Education. Thank you.